Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Informative Series with Tier ITF Taekwondo. Today, we are looking at the student-instructor relation. So first of all, an instructor should never tire of teaching. He should be able to teach anywhere, anytime, and be prepared to answer questions for any student that may ask. Simultaneously, as a student, you should never tire of learning. Be prepared to learn anywhere, anytime. Ask questions. Alright, listen up everyone. I had a bad day today. So, we're gonna set a few ground rules. 1, don't ask me questions. 2, don't expect me to demonstrate things. It's not gonna happen. Just do some push-ups and then just go home. So that's a good question. I'll be honest, it hasn't been my best day, but it's not gonna affect how I teach the class for you guys today. If you have any questions, you want me to demonstrate something, don't hesitate to ask.
Mr. Chinese sent us a homework assignment again? We're not even in the dojang. Why should I have to practice and study Taekwondo at home?
I don't understand what to do. I know. I'll send a message to Mr. Chang, ask him what to do with that third movement in Wonyo. Our next point, from the instructor perspective, always set a good example for your students. Simultaneously, as a student, you must always set a good example for lower ranking students, and on top of that, have good conduct outside of the dojang, as whatever you exhibit outside of the dojang reflects on both the art and the instructor itself. Alright everyone, remember the rules of the dojang and how to be a good martial artist I talk about in class? Well they aren't for me, they're for all of you guys. You see, as an instructor, none of the rules of Taekwondo apply to me. They apply to you. Get it? Alright everyone, so we were talking about the tenets and student oath the other day. Keep in mind these rules aren't just for you guys. As an instructor, I also have to follow these rules, both in and out of the dojang. How much could you trust me as an instructor if everything I told you to do, I did the opposite of in real life? So Tim, you're a brand new student, you just joined our club. I'm a green belt, I'm a higher belt than you. It means I tell you what to do, right? Alright, so, we all know Taekwondo. Mr. Chinese jabbers on about tenets and the oath and all that stuff. Forget all of that. You can use Taekwondo for your own benefit. You want money? You got it. You want a brand new iPad? You got it. You can get whatever you want through the power of Taekwondo. Forget what Mr. Chinese says. Why do you think I have so much money? It's because Taekwondo.
Hey, I don't know what to do, mate. Everything is moving so fast, I'm a little scared, to be honest.
Hey, don't worry about it. Do your very best, try your hardest in class. You'll be fine. Mr. Chinese, he works us hard. That's because he knows that we are capable of being the best, and he pushes us to our best.
Oh, thank you. You have no idea how much less nervous I am now, mate.
Hey, no problem. An instructor should be eager for students to surpass them. If the instructor notices that the skill level of the student is too much for them to teach, that instructor's responsibility should be to direct that student to a higher ranking instructor and not to hold them back as a result. The instructor also should help the student develop good contacts outside of the dojang. And beyond that, the instructor should encourage the student to visit other clubs and to learn different techniques to get a better understanding of martial arts. Simultaneously, as a student, if they bring forward a technique to the instructor does not approve of, that technique must be discarded. Hi sir, so I've been getting pretty high up in rank. See, I'm a green belt now. I've been wondering if you can recommend any other martial arts that might go well with Taekwondo, or maybe if you can tell me about any other Taekwondo schools so I can see maybe how they do things differently compared to your teaching, sir. How dare you? Taekwondo is too deadly a martial art to take to other schools. You clearly don't respect your instructor if you want to learn something else somewhere else. No. If you learn anything from any other instructor, I will kick you out of my club and I will take your belt back. Do you understand? Ah, yes. I've actually been waiting for you to ask me such a question like that. It's unfortunate that you're moving away, but what I can do is I can actually recommend you this instructor to start. Okay? And then if you want to experience what other martial arts clubs are like and what other styles are like, I can also recommend you to other names. Hi, sir. I watched this YouTube video last night. Okay. It said that the no-touch knockout is the most effective form of martial arts in the world. Sir, I want to try it in sparring, in patterns, in step sparring, in board breaking. So, do you think I can do that? Okay, so the thing is in real life, there's no such thing as a no-touch knockout. It's not real. It's also not a Taekwondo technique, and frankly, I wouldn't want you getting hurt in a self-defense scenario. So please don't do it. Stick back with our Taekwondo stuff. If you have any other techniques from other valid martial arts, by all means, but stay away from the no-touch knockouts. Alright, Ryan? And that, right there, is why we stick to moves that actually work. For our next element of the student-instructor relation, a good instructor should focus on the development of students over financial gain. As a student, Taekwondo and martial arts is not a commodity that is purchased monthly, it is rather a new way of life. So the student must be prepared to sacrifice for both art and instructor. Excuse me, sir? When can I test for my next rank? Hey, how much you got in your pocket? $50? Oh yeah? Well, Ryan, congratulations! You just passed for your 37th belt stripe, your 6th chest stripe, your medium length rib cage black stripe, your long length red and blue cross stripe. On top of that, if you get a few more instructor motivations, you might even get your tie-dye rainbow dobok with red and black stripes. Excellent, sir! How many ranks are there before black belt? How much you got? Is this a dojang or a carnival, sir? Yes! Excuse me, sir? Yeah, when can I test for my next rank? Well, you'll be allowed to test when you have done the minimum amount of time, at least, and demonstrated that you have the skills and understanding necessary in order to test. Will $100 change your mind? Well, what you've done right now is you've shown to me you don't understand any of the lessons or values taught by martial arts. And until you understand the purpose of martial arts and how bribing an instructor is very, very wrong, you will not be allowed to test. If you do something like that again, I will ask you to leave my club. What? Alright everyone, take one of these sheets and pass it around. Seminar? I already paid my monthly dues. I know everything Mr. Chanya knows, and more. What can a Grandmaster Dimes teach me? Plus, Saturday's my laser tag day. I'm not gonna miss out on fun with friends for Taekwondo. Forget that. Oh, awesome, a seminar. Oh, this is so exciting.
But what about your friends, son? It was supposed to be your laser tag day that weekend.
I appreciate the concern, Dad, but I want to go to the seminar. My friends and laser tag will be there next week, but Grandmaster won't be. A good instructor must not fabricate answers to a question. If they do not know the answer, they should be honest and then follow up by looking up the answer. An instructor must always be honest and never break trust. And this goes both ways. A student must also be honest to the instructor and never break their trust, or that of the lower junior members as well. And on top of that, the student must never betray the instructor. So this is how we do a W-shaped block in Taekwondo. Are there any questions? Yes, Ryan. Yes, sir.
Why do we have to stomp when we do that W-shaped block? Why can't we just step? I don't understand, sir. Why we stomp in W-shaped block? Why we stomp? Excellent question. It all goes back a long time ago. Come with me on a journey, if you will. Mount Baekdu in Korea. Think of the high peaks. There was a dragon once, long ago, living in the mountains. The villagers, they chased away the dragon underground, deep into the caves. Now, of course, the dragon wants to leave the caves. Years later, the villagers realized the only thing that scared the dragon was stomp. The stomp was not enough. Their arms had to be out like this, because it amplified the noise and scared the dragon to stay in the deep caves. That, my students, is why we stomp with a W-shaped block. It's an excellent question. To be honest, I cannot remember the reason why at this time. If you'll give me a few minutes, I'll double check it for you and let you know right away. Ryan, why are you wearing a black belt right now? Sir, you said I would have to wait to earn mine. I went to this other school. They saw my true talent right away and got me my black belt. This, my last day in your club. Sir, when can I test for my black belt? I've been training with you for so many years now, I still don't feel any closer to getting the black belt. I did get this coupon from another martial arts club in the mail. What coupon? You mind if I take a look? Yeah, sure thing, sir. Thank you. Let's take a look at this. Alright, let's see. Join Eternal Traditional Dragon Spirit Classic Taekwondo Academy and Pizza Restaurant today. Present this coupon, get your black belt in 2 weeks, guaranteed. Wow, amazing! Best martial arts club and pizza restaurant in the city. Oh boy. Where do I begin with this one, Ryan? Frankly, this demonstrates all the telltale signs of what I would call a McDojo. The ones that just feed out black belts en masse. 2 weeks, to be honest with you, even 2 years isn't enough to earn your black belt properly. With our club, it takes a long time. But you have to understand that with us, when you get your black belt, you truly earn it. You're not just physically ready for it, and not just understand the theory and the techniques behind becoming a black belt. Also up here, you become a more humble, complete human being, which is a key element of becoming a black belt. A coupon for 2 weeks, a 2-week black belt is worth less than a yellow stripe at our club. A good instructor must teach scientifically and theoretically to save both time and energy. Conversely, a student must not only learn, but they must practice and utilize the techniques taught by the instructor as well. So this is a spinning reverse turning kick. Alright, that's the lesson. See ya. Alright everyone, so how do we achieve power with our techniques? What is that magic word? Of course we have our 6 elements of the theory of power, we just mentioned that, but what is that special down, up, down movement that helps us maximize our power? Okay, yes, sine wave. It's called sine wave. Mr. Chanya wants me to practice what I learned in class today? Yeah, no. Gotta make sure I practice what Mr. Chanya taught me before I forget it before next class. So let's see, what was it? Was it bending ready stance? That's right. So arm up, foot in front, drop down on that. Okay. A good instructor must treat all students equally and avoid favoritism. They should not ask special favors of their students, nor should an instructor exploit their students for any reason whatsoever. A good student, on the other hand, must be loyal to the art and never criticize the instructor, taekwondo, or the teaching method. Finally, the student must not be disrespectful to the instructor. Disagreements may occur, however those disagreements must be discussed after class,
not in front of the large group as a whole. Why can't you all be like Ryan over there? Especially you, Tim. Speaking of Ryan, does anybody's family own any type of business, grocery stores, electronics shops, car mechanics, stuff that I can get for free? Okay, alright. Tim! There's a dirty spot on the floor. Get to it. Chop chop. I thought I was your favorite student, sir. Oh no, I don't have a favorite student. Frankly, you're all equal to me. I want you all to do well in Taekwondo. I want you all to succeed in life. But to say I have a favorite student, no, doesn't happen. If I sweep the floor and I buy you a movie gift card every week, do you think I might be able to test quicker? Well, if you do choose to sweep the floor, that should be of your own initiative, not to expect something in return for it. And I would certainly never ask you to do it. As for giving movie passes and gifts to the instructor in exchange for testing, no. Instructor cannot accept gifts if there's something expected in return. So of course, this is how we execute side piercing kick. Sir, this is boring! Excuse me? We always practice the same thing. I want to learn new things or else I'm quitting! Maybe, here's what I think, you're only teaching the same stuff over and over because that's all you know. You don't know anything. This is so dumb. I could teach better than you. So, either new things or I quit. We can discuss this privately after class. No, we will talk about it now. Sir, do you mind if I talk with you? Oh, sure thing. Come on, Ryan. So here's my concern. We're always practicing the same things in class. I feel all the things that you teach I know perfectly. 100% perfect. And I'm ready to move on to the next level. And I want to know why we're always doing the same things. I don't understand. I mean, I know all of these techniques. We've done them a million times before. I want to learn what's new and what's next. Okay, I understand your concern. I'm actually frankly glad you chose to talk about this after class and not during in front of everyone. So, why we teach a lot of the same things over and over? We have to understand all the basic fundamentals, the basic building blocks of Taekwondo before we can move on to the more advanced things. President of the ITF, Grandmaster Choi Chung-hwa, always says in his seminars this one saying, when you learn one thing through and through, then you learn everything. What that means is, with that repetitive practice of your very basics, becomes muscle memory. With all that perfect practice, all the principles that we learn from these basic techniques, they transfer forward into these more advanced movements. I hope you learned something about the Taekwondo's charter on the student and instructor relation, and I hope you had a little bit of fun watching our video here today. Thank you for tuning in. Taekwon.